Okay, so we all want to be happy, right? Like, that's a pretty basic human thing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, who doesn't want to be happy?
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
So often we don't actually do the things that would make us happy.
You're right.
So in this deep dive, we're going to like dig into that. Like, why is there this disconnect between what we want and what we actually do?
It's a great question.
And for you, the learner, like if you're interested in why we humans are like this,
Right.
then you're in the right place.
Absolutely.
Um, so we've got some sources that are going to help us unpack this whole happiness puzzle.
Awesome.
Yeah, and they touch on some pretty interesting points.
Yeah, for sure.
Like one of the big things is this idea of like the inertia of comfort.
Right.
It's like we get stuck.
Yeah,
You know, even in situations that aren't making us happy.
Uh-huh.
It's like that old saying, better the devil you know than the devil you don't.
Exactly. Like you might hate your job.
Right.
But at least it's familiar. It's like your brain is saying, well, this sucks, but at least I know what to expect.
Yeah, totally. And so we stay stuck.
And that fear of the unknown is powerful.
Oh, it's huge.
It keeps us in our comfort zones even when those zones aren't so comfortable anymore.
So true.
Yeah.
And then there's this whole other thing about like what happiness even is.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
It's like we think, oh, if I just get that promotion or that new car, like whatever,
Right.
then I'll be happy.
The classic external validation trap.
Right. But the sources are saying it's not really about that stuff. It's more about...
It's more internal.
Right. Yeah, like your
Right?
mindset.
Gratitude.
Purpose. Yeah, like finding meaning in what you do.
Yeah, exactly. Like focusing on those things
Right.
is way more likely to lead to lasting happiness.
Way more than just like chasing external achievements.
Absolutely.
You know, and this is where like the instant gratification thing comes in.
Oh, yeah, that's a huge one in our modern world.
I know, like it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Like, you know, the endless scrolling on social media.
Binge watching,
A lot of stuff.
sugary treats,
Oh, it's food. Yeah.
all these things, they give us a little dopamine hit.
Yeah, they feel good in the moment.
Exactly. But the problem is,
Yeah.
they're so easy to get,
And they don't last.
and they can distract us.
From the things that actually matter.
Yeah, from putting in the effort to build real lasting happiness.
Yeah, like actually working on your relationships.
Developing new skills.
You know, pursuing your passions.
All of that good stuff.
Yeah. And those things, they take time and effort.
They do. And
Yeah.
our brains aren't always wired for that delayed gratification.
No, they want the quick fix.
Right, the immediate reward.
But it's like we have to retrain ourselves
Yeah.
to like delay that gratification.
It's a conscious effort for sure.
For sure. And, you know, the sources also touch on something really important.
Yeah, what's that?
They acknowledge that for some people, this whole happiness thing,
Right.
it's not so simple.
It's way more complicated.
Yeah, like if you're dealing with anxiety or depression.
Yeah, or low self-esteem.
Or trauma.
Any of those things.
It's like you're starting from a different place.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's not just about like, oh, just think positive and you'll be happy.
Right.
You need more support than that.
You need real help.
And that's okay.
It's so important to recognize that.
Absolutely.
So, you know, the big question is,
Yeah.
how do we bridge this gap
Right.
between wanting to be happy and actually being happy?
How do we make it happen?
And the sources really emphasize this one thing,
What's that?
that happiness is not passive.
Oh, that's so important.
It's not going to just magically appear.
We have to work for
We
it.
have to be active participants.
Make choices.
Yeah, we have to make conscious choices.
Take action.
And take consistent action.
Yeah. And sometimes that means stepping outside our comfort zones,
Oh, for sure.
which can be scary,
It can be.
but it's so worth it.
It is. It's like we have to choose long-term well-being
Right.
over those quick fixes.
Absolutely.
So, you know, for you, the learner, the
Yeah.
key takeaway here is this.
Okay. I'm listening.
Happiness, it's within reach,
It is.
but it takes effort.
And it takes consistency.
And it takes making those small but consistent choices
Day after day.
day after day.
So to leave you with a final thought,
Yeah.
what is one small step you can take today
Mm.
that aligns with the kind of happiness you want to cultivate long term?
That's a good question.
Think about it.
Yeah, seriously, think about it.
And maybe that's your starting point,
Maybe it is.
your journey to a happier you.
To a happier you.
That's it for this deep dive.
See you next time.
Take care.
Bye.